This tiny Hudson River town might just have the most irresistible downtown in New York, and not everyone will agree with that bold claim. And this is the part most people miss: its charm is not just about pretty streets, but about how seamlessly walkability, food, history, and small-town energy all come together. New Yorkers are known for loving life on foot, and that same walkable lifestyle flows right into many of the state's smaller communities, where downtowns are packed with things to do and see. Cold Spring, a compact village along the Hudson River with fewer than 2,000 residents, is one of the strongest examples of this kind of park the car and wander destination, with most of the action centered in its cozy downtown core. You can arrive by the Metro-North Railroad Hudson Line from New York City, step off the train on the south side of town, and be just moments away from Main Street cafes, shops, and cultural stops, all without ever needing to drive. Once you start strolling, Cold Spring's downtown reveals itself block by block, inviting coffee shops, antique centers, independent galleries, and local history spots all clustered within easy walking distance. This setup is perfect for travelers who like to explore slowly, grabbing a drink, browsing a shop, then wandering to the next stop rather than rushing around by car. So if you enjoy the idea of stepping off a train, lacing up your walking shoes, and letting curiosity guide you through town, Cold Spring's downtown offers a surprisingly full day, or weekend, of discoveries. Culinary scene. Come hungry is more than a cliché here. Cold Spring's food and drink options are a big part of its appeal. Start your morning at Cold Spring Coffee House on Main Street, a neighborhood favorite known for serving locally roasted coffee and organic pastries in a relaxed, friendly setting. It is the kind of place where you can ease into the day with a hot drink, a flaky treat, and a bit of people watching before you set off to explore. If you prefer something more substantial, or you are already thinking ahead to lunch, the Cozy Corner Cafe is a great pick for brunch. Its breakfast choices include familiar comfort dishes like omelets, shakshuka, and pancakes, making it easy for both adventurous and picky eaters to find something they like. When lunchtime rolls around, the menu shifts toward heartier plates such as Argentinian empanadas, chicken pesto sandwiches, salmon burgers, and quinoa salad, offering a mix of global flavors and lighter, fresher options. In the afternoon, if a sweet craving hits, Moo Moo's Creamery is the place to indulge. This seasonal ice cream shop scoops up 16 flavors at a time, with a combination of classic favorites and more experimental varieties for anyone who loves trying something new. Although Moo Moo's closes during the colder months, it returns in spring, becoming a warm weather staple for locals and visitors who build it into their annual Hudson Valley traditions. To finish the day, many visitors make their way to Cold Spring Depot for dinner, and here is where it gets interesting for history buffs and casual diners alike. The restaurant is housed in an 1893 train depot, blending historic character with a modern menu that features craft beers, burgers, sandwiches, and other casual fare. Eating here adds an extra layer of atmosphere to your meal, as you are not just filling up, you are dining in a piece of the town's past. Main Street shopping. If you like to bring home a reminder of your travels, you will not have to search far in Cold Spring. Main Street is lined with shops, each with its own personality. Antique lovers can start at the Cold Springs Antique Center, a 19th-century building that now hosts 27 different vendors under one roof. Browsing here can feel like a treasure hunt, with finds ranging from vintage jewelry and vinyl records to clothing, military memorabilia, and an assortment of old-fashioned curios. Right across the street you will find the Cold Spring General Store, a one-stop shop for gifts and souvenirs. Beyond local branded merchandise, the store sells home decor, puzzles, candles, jams, kitchenware, and more, making it easy to pick up something for yourself and a few thoughtful items for friends or family. Because the selection covers both practical and decorative goods, it is the sort of place where you might walk in, just to look, and walk out with a bag full of unexpected finds. For travelers who like to have a book in hand on the train ride home or while relaxing in a cafe, Split Rock Books is a must-visit. Open since 2018, this independent bookstore focuses on fiction, non-fiction, regional interest titles, and children's books, giving you a mix of nationally known authors and works that connect directly to the Hudson Valley. Art lovers, meanwhile, should not skip the Buster Levi Gallery, which showcases modern and contemporary fine art and offers an opportunity to discover new artists, or even find a piece to take home. Putnam History Museum. Cold Spring's appeal goes beyond food and shopping. It also has a strong sense of place, anchored by the Putnam History Museum. Located on Chestnut Street, the museum collects, preserves, and shares the stories of the surrounding region through rotating exhibits, educational programs, and special events. Visiting here adds context to what you see as you walk around town, turning streets and landmarks into pieces of a much bigger narrative. Current exhibits highlight a range of topics, including the history and culture of the county's indigenous peoples and the roles that local women played during the Revolutionary War. There is also a permanent exhibit focused on artifacts from the West Point Foundry, a major industrial site that shaped both local life and national history. Outside, an open-air display features landscape artworks of the Hudson Highlands created by artists associated with the Hudson River School, giving you a chance to see how the region has inspired painters for generations. West Point Foundry Preserve. The West Point Foundry Preserve sits close enough to downtown Cold Spring that it easily fits into a day of exploring, especially if you enjoy combining history with time outdoors. Covering roughly 90 acres, this former industrial site is now an outdoor museum, and is recognized as one of the most significant early industrial locations in the United States. During its peak, the foundry produced some of the country's earliest steam engines and locomotives, as well as cannons used in the Civil War, making it an important player in both transportation history and military technology. Today, visitors can walk along the preserve's network of trails and see the remains of historic foundry buildings, reinforced by interpretive signs that explain how the site operated and why it mattered. These trails help tell the story of how the foundry contributed to the Industrial Revolution and the Civil War, turning what might otherwise be just ruins in the woods into a guided journey through American industrial development. It is a powerful reminder that quiet, leafy spots in the Hudson Valley once throbbed with noise, innovation, and conflict. The preserve forms part of the larger West Point Foundry Archaeological Site, which received designation as a National Historic Landmark in 2021. Open year-round from dawn to dusk, it can be accessed from southeastern Cold Spring via Kemble Avenue, making it easy to add a hike or gentle walk to your day in town. For travelers who like to mix nature, exercise, and history in one experience, this preserve is a standout highlight. Is Cold Spring the best? For anyone eager to swap crowded city streets for slower-paced cafes, independent shops, and small museums, Cold Spring is an especially appealing option within easy reach of New York City. Its combination of a walkable downtown, a lively food and shopping scene, and rich local history makes it a strong candidate for best small-town downtown near the city. And this is the part most people miss. It is not just a day trip checklist, but the kind of place where wandering without a rigid plan often leads you to a new favorite store, restaurant, or scenic spot. History enthusiasts in particular will appreciate having both the West Point Foundry Preserve and the Putnam History Museum in one compact destination, allowing for a deeper dive into the area's role in America's past without needing to travel far. At the same time, casual visitors who simply want to relax, browse, and eat well will find more than enough to fill a full day. But here is where it gets controversial. Do you think Cold Spring truly deserves the title of Best Downtown in New York, or do you have another small town in mind that can rival it for walkability, food, history, and charm? Share your pick, and why you think it beats Cold Spring, in the comments.